Out of jealousy, people can do all sorts of foolish things, including committing murder.
How is this so strong? Let's see how popular you are when I cut off your mustache.
My hair follicles run deeper than the roots of a sequoia. Get him, fella.
Early in the morning, Lois was already frowning. She was frustrated with the shortcomings in the neighborhood. They were looking for a mayor to ensure peace for the residents.
Peter, I just hit a pothole in the road and got a flat. You know what? I think I will. I'm going down to City Hall to complain.
Well, you're a middle-aged woman with no job. Maybe you should get really worked up about it.
The man who helped us gave her his card.
This town is falling apart. Last week, the bridge over the collapsed bridge collapsed.
You forgot your baby. Miss?
That very evening, Lois organized a meeting to elect a new mayor. They needed someone who understood the issues and could come up with good ideas.
L. Hitler. Huh? Let's all say hi to L. Hitler. We need someone with fresh ideas, someone who knows the issues.
L. Hitler. No relation.
Let's toast our new mayor. I'm sorry, I don't even know your name. Thank you all for coming over to help us find the best candidate for mayor. This room is so diverse, so I'm assuming many of you have...
As a descendant of Quahog's Puritan forefathers, I think we should be able to throw a woman into a pond to see if she's a witch.
That seems a bit extreme, don't you think?
Lois, you're making this harder than it needs to be. Just get a former Batman and move on. I'm sure Val Kilmer could use the insurance.
I had to go to bed early because it's a grown-up party, but Mom said if I was quiet, I could listen from the top of the stairs.
Well, if you're looking for someone with issues, I think you've found your candidate.
On the other side, Peter still couldn't believe that people would elect a librarian as the mayor. He did not trust women.
I mean, Mayor West was a legend, and now they're going to replace him with some third-tier character with a joke name?
I did. I just watched Chinatown.
If only he had had a offspring.
No, and please don't diminish us for not knowing the same things you know. You know how to land an airplane? No, you don't, asswipe.
I said that's Chinatown. It's from the movie Chinatown. It means, like, what are you gonna do?
Quahog deserves a cool mayor, like Mayor West was.
Yo, did you finally get Netflix?
Mayor West didn't have any kids, but he did have a cousin.
You work hard, and at the end, you're man-tired. Relax. Nothing satisfies more. Beef cigarettes. Speaking of offspring, Faye Dunaway slept with her baby.
See? He'd be a great mayor.
Well, what's his stand on abortion?
Wild West is a legendary cowboy and a spokesman for everything manly.
Peter had driven a long distance to return to the countryside. He wanted to meet the man who kept a bushy beard in a chicken coop.
It came at the perfect time. If you think the birth is beautiful, you should see the conception.
That was beautiful.
What can I do you for, stranger?
My name is Peter Griffin, and I'm from Quahog, Rhode Island, where your cousin Adam West was our mayor for many years.
Beautiful country, Duluth. The air moves into your nostrils like a welcome guest.
Anyway, I thought you would be the perfect person to take his place as our mayor.
Peter, have you ever killed a man?
Reddit says I've killed 39, but that seems low. Why do you ask?
I can levitate.
That seems like the kind of thing you have to prove right when you say it.
I appreciate you coming all this way, Peter, but I can't be your mayor.
But Wild West, we need you!
Back home, Lois was furious. She yelled at Peter for inviting Wild West to be the mayor. In Peter's conservative view, only men should hold all executive power.
Peter, what the hell is wrong with you? You don't know anything about politics.
What, you don't know anything about landing an airplane, asswipe? Besides, Wild West would make a great mayor.
What does that have to do with anything?
And don't say the economy or Iraq or income inequality or racism or Brett Kavanaugh or air pollution or Monica Lewinsky or school shootings or Native American genocide or Fox News or Tim Allen or climate change.
You make a good point. But I still think more women should be in positions of power. And I'm gonna work my butt off to make sure the librarian becomes our next mayor.
And I'm gonna prove that Wild West is the better choice. I've already made my first campaign poster. I always start too big.
Today was the announcement of the new mayor, and there were many people present. Suddenly, in that significant moment, a man wearing a cowboy hat rode swiftly on his horse.
Thank you for coming out to celebrate a new day in Quahog. Now, I would like to ask all the women to please put aside your blinding hatred of other women and vote for this incredibly qualified candidate.
Stranger coming! Stranger coming!
He came!
Howdy, Quahog. My name's Wild West, and I'm here to throw my hat in the ring to be your next mayor. And I want to say one more thing. I can levitate. But not right now.
In the eyes of the residents, Wild was a kind man. Even little Meg adored him.
My daughter, Meg. She also has a mustache.
I can see that. Nice to meet you, Meg.
Wow, you've got a great voice. Would you record my outgoing voicemail message?
I'd be happy to.
And could you make it sound like one of your truck commercials?
If you're looking for something rugged, something durable, she's road ready and rode hard. Meg Griffin. Something with an endless supply of gas and a tailgate made for dumping. Then you must be looking for Meg Griffin. Meg might not be much to look at, but with 2 different shape airbags, Meg is one ride you won't mind taking out to the middle of nowhere and giving it your all.
The very next day, Wild went door to door to rally support for his campaign. He enthusiastically helped everyone, which made them place their trust in him.
Afternoon, citizen. My name's Wild West, and I'm running for mayor.
Bruce, I do see that kink.
If you don't mind, I'd like to roll up your garden hose for you. Well, a hose is very desirous of its original shape.
If you need some help on your campaign, I'm very experienced at taking polls.
You see, Bruce, every hose has memory.
Oh, merciful heaven.
To change Lois's opinion, Peter wanted to take her to visit Wild's farm. The scenery there was truly picturesque. A hard-working and generous man like Wild had completely swayed Lois.
Peter, I don't even know West. I will never change my mind about him.
That's all I ask. Can I go play with the barn mustaches, please?
Of course you can.
No. No, that would be fine.
You don't choose it. It chooses you. There's nothing I respect more than women.
Is that so?
Yes'm. I've raised 16 daughters into strong, independent women.
So you're all alone up here with no one to...
A man's never alone, Lois, so long as he has his principles.
Holy thundering Lord.
Lois, can we keep it? I'll take care of it, I promise. Ah! Oh, he bit me! I don't like it now.
That night, Lois wished Peter would become a warm cowboy. She continuously called out Wild's name while being intimate with Peter.
Okay, I'll be Quentin Tarantino, and you be the foot I make a mess on.
No, actually, I was thinking that maybe you could pretend to be a cowboy. Peter, do you want to maybe do some role-playing?
I went a different direction cowboy-wise, but don't change the subject.
Peter, what the hell are you wearing?
Okay.
Angry, the next morning, Peter suddenly turned against Wild. He would do anything to prevent Wild from becoming the mayor.
Peter, what are you doing?
I've decided that Wild West is the worst possible person to be mayor, and I'm going to do whatever I can to stop him.
Okay, is this because I called out his name twice during sex and once while I was peeing after?
Well, I'm sorry I'm the length of a Mike and Ike.
In your dreams.
That one stung, Lois.
I'm sorry, Peter, it just slipped out.
That's part of it, yes.
He teamed up with the librarian, and based on his insights about Wild, he would help her defeat him.
Okay, that was unexpected, so I'm going to ignore it and bring in Morgan Freeman, who I've hired to narrate your commercials. We're going to fight voice with voice.
Well, the other day, I saw one with the most adorable kitten tangled in a ball of yarn.
Or, instead of doing that stupid thing, we could sabotage Wild West's campaign. Come on, you can drive.
Oh, speaking of, do you know what a meme is?
What?
Wild West claims to know what's best for Quahog, but there's a better choice. and I know about choice.
Peter, just let me speak to the voters about the issues they're concerned about.
Okay, thank you, Morgan, thank you. Of course I do. And it's pronounced Mimi.
According to the plan, Peter and the librarian quietly entered Wilde's room. While he was sound asleep, they intended to assassinate him before Election Day.
Yeah, a lot of people think I'm obsessed, but I think I'm pretty normal.
Big Garfield fan, huh? Me too. Let's see how popular you are when I cut off your mustache. How is this so strong?
My hair follicles run deeper than the roots of a sequoia. Get him, fella. Nice work.
Thanks, boss.
The plan failed, and he schemed to set fire to the librarian's house and blame Wilde. But unfortunately, once again, his plan fell apart.
Hello? Could somebody help me?
Don't panic, the librarian.
I'm a-coming.
You did.
Do the thing with the house.
Election Day finally arrived. With the support of the people, Wilde officially became the mayor.
Quahog's new mayor is Wild West.
What? Why?
Just making conversation.
Wild West, I just want to say congratulations, and I know you'll do a great job for our town.
And you can rest easy knowing that you and the good people of Quahog are safe under my watchful eye. Peter, can I talk to you? Maybe even be friends. Until then, I want you to take care of this for me.
What?
That night, the entire neighborhood was invited to visit the mayor's farm. There, they gathered together to sing joyfully. Now, they would have a peaceful life under the leadership of the kind-hearted man.